Hello. Welcome to the ILEX Law discussion about religious worker visas in the United States. In this video, we will cover the basic requirements for the R-1 visa, its benefits, and its restrictions. The R-1 visa is a temporary non-immigrant visa for foreign nationals who intend to work for religious organizations. First of all, I want to tell you that any church or temple, no matter how small or large or how new, can file a religious worker petition. There are two main requirements. First, the petitioning organization must be a bona fide non-profit organization in the United States. Second, the foreign national must have been a member of a religious denomination for at least 2 years immediately before the petition is filed. An R-1 foreign national must be employed for at least 20 hours per week as a minister or in a religious vocation or occupation. A prospective or existing U.S. employer must file Form I-129, Petition for Non-Immigrant Worker, on behalf of an R-1 worker. An R-1 visa cannot be issued at a U.S. embassy or consulate abroad without prior approval of Form I-29 from the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. Visa-exempt workers must present the original approval notice at a port of entry as evidence of an approved I-129 petition. For Department of Homeland Security purposes, a bona fide religious organization is a tax-exempt institution. You can prove this status by presenting the IRS forms, specifically registration under Article 502c3. A great advantage of R-1 visas is that their holders may freely travel in and out of the U.S. They do not have to maintain residences in their home countries while in the U.S. R-1 visa holders are permitted to bring their spouses and children under 21 years of age. Unfortunately, the dependents cannot work, but they can stay in the U.S. and go to school or change their status to a different immigration category. The initial R-1 period of employment is 2.5 years. The total period is 5 years. That means if the petition is approved, 2.5 years after being in the U.S., the applicant must file an extension for another 2.5 years. At any time during that period, a green card application can be prepared. R-1 visa holders may change religious employers while in the U.S. For example, monks or priests may travel among different parishes. Unlike B-1 and B-2 visitors, R-1 visa holders are allowed to be paid, and there is no minimum wage. If a church wants to compensate a religious worker, it can do so without any restrictions. On the other hand, the compensation to a religious worker does not have to be monetary, and there is no minimum amount specified as there is for other visas. Most religious organizations struggle to pay high salaries, and some religious workers have taken vows of poverty and cannot accept money. That's why the R-1 visa category allows religious organizations to provide non-monetary compensation, such as room and board, food, and transportation. Now, let's talk about required documentation. An I-129 petition for a non-immigrant worker must be completed and submitted to the Department of Homeland Security, along with other supporting documentation. This is how the complete package looks. Documents gathered, signatures obtained, checks attached, it's ready to go. Once it's approved, a religious worker can fill out a Form DS-156, non-immigrant visa application, to schedule an interview at a local U.S. embassy or consulate to get the visa stamped. Remember the restrictions, which include religious workers cannot stay longer than a total of 5 years on the R-1 visa, which means that they either have to apply for a green card or exit the U.S. for 1 full year. The spouse and dependents of the R-1 visa holder may not work, and the R-1 worker cannot accept any secular employment. If you have any questions regarding the R-1 visa, please reach out to our office. The ILEX law firm will be happy to help you. We want you and the members of your confession overseas to be able to freely worship God in the land of freedom that has provided so many with wonderful opportunities. Our website is ilexlaw.com, and our phone number is 202-367-9999. 9138. We look forward to talking with you. Thank you for watching.